He is a top-notch assassin. Today, he is tasked with assassinating the German presidential candidate. The candidate is a politician with a notorious reputation. Therefore, wherever he goes, he is always accompanied by more than 10 bodyguards. Even the time he gets out of the car is meticulously planned to eliminate any danger. On this particular day, as soon as the politician emerged, the assassin fired a shot at him. There was no doubt that the politician had been killed. When the bodyguards looked toward the source of the bullet, they could only see a blurry building. They then took out a high-powered telescope and indeed saw the reflection of a scope in the building. Subsequently, a large number of police officers rushed into the building and broke down the door of the suspect's room, but only a timed bomb was waiting for them. The German intelligence agency determined the distance of the sniper shot to be 3,815 meters. The bullet took 6 to 7 seconds to fly, meaning the shooter had to predict where the target would be. Previously, the farthest distance anyone had ever shot was 3,550 meters. The identity of the assassin became a mystery. He only appeared once in the surveillance footage, 2 minutes and 51 seconds after the shooting. He left the building. After the shooting, they searched through military personnel from all over Europe, but no one could have made such a kill until an old sniper mentioned a soldier who had died in Afghanistan 10 years ago, and this soldier's file had been classified as the highest level of secrecy. That was the story of the wolf. Time rewinds to the night before the incident. In a household in Munich, Germany, an elderly janitor was strangled to death on the sofa. A man who looked exactly like him took a pack of cigarettes from his chest and put it in his own pocket. This man was the Jackal. The Jackal had been tracking the janitor for days and had recorded his voice using a listening device, beginning to mimic the janitor's every action. Once everything was ready, the wolf's plan to assassinate the presidential candidate began. He followed the janitor's habits, taking public transportation, even perfectly replicating how many cigarettes the janitor would smoke. When the wolf entered the building, the security guards greeted him as usual, not noticing anything different. Even the facial recognition system let him through. The wolf arrived at the target's floor. There were only 2 people there, the politician's son and his subordinate. He pushed the cart into a room and began assembling his own handgun. Suddenly, an unexpected event occurred. A woman walked in. The security guard heard the noise and went to investigate, just in time to see the wolf emerge. The wolf dealt with the security guard and terrified the politician's son. As the politician's son fled, the wolf injured his leg. The wolf did not kill him because he only wanted to use him to lure out the presidential candidate. After achieving his goal, the wolf returned to the safe house, took off his dentures, beard, and eyebrows, and finally pulled off his hood, revealing his true appearance. The next day, the politician, who had originally planned to stay indoors, had to go to the hospital to visit his son. Otherwise, he would appear too cold-hearted, which would be detrimental to his election. This was exactly the wolf's plan. The wolf removed the glass from the balcony and inserted a small windmill to observe the wind direction. He took all the clothes out of the suitcase and began assembling the sniper rifle. The bottom of the handle was the barrel, and the bullets were hidden inside the pulley.